Live from a secret location somewhere in northeast Wisconsin, it's Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. We'll look back on how the Packers fared with our co-host Allen Lazard. We'll talk football. We'll take a peek at what's next on the schedule, and we'll have our usual fun too. We're ready. Allen's ready. Are you ready? It's time to get started. Let's open the doors and welcome to Clubhouse Live!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? That's right. This is another edition of Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. We're still... Well, thank you. There's our virtual crowd. We're still not live, but we are still safe. We're still sound. We're still high atop somewhere in northeast Wisconsin, the 10th floor, our secret location. I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, and I'm guessing everybody's feeling a lot better this week than they were last week. So we have another Victory Monday show to get going. So go ahead and cheer into your mobile devices, and we'll talk about the big win last Thursday night here in a second. But first, the powers that be continue to order me to introduce the worst part of our show. It is
best.
The worst. It is Chicago Bears fan, everybody. Ricardo Arguello.
Yeah, let me hear it. There are the boos.
I love it.
That gives me strength, baby.
Let me say one thing.
Okay.
Titans 24, Bears 17. Now, this is your Bears minute. The Bears have lost 3 straight and will soon be surpassed by the Vikings and the Lions. They are plummeting fast.
No, Nagy is 6-0 against the Vikings the last 3 years. It's going to be 7-0 coming this, next Monday night. They'll be just fine. Are they a playoff team?
No.
There's too many good teams in the NFC, so we'll see. But I can't wait for November 29th, my friend. That's coming up after the bye, too.
Yeah, Packers-Bears bet. You and I will make that.
Oh, yeah. We got to set that up.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's your Bears minute?
That's my Bears
all you
minute.
have to say? Well, we know what Mean Gene would say if he was hanging out with us virtually. The Bears still...
Easy, we're a family show.
Okay, I'll let him say it. Hey, we got some better things to talk about. How about Packers 34, 49ers 17, everybody? Do you like that? Yeah. The Packers took on a decimated and depleted 49ers team and did what they had to do, dominate. Green Bay put together 3 first-half scoring drives and scored points on the 3 second-half scoring drives in building a 34-3 cushion and then cruising to its 6th win. Green Bay, by the way, Ricardo, has scored on its opening drive in all 8 games this season. That's 4 touchdowns and 4 field goals. But Aaron Rodgers to Davante Adams again was the highlight all game long. Rodgers was magnificent in throwing for 305 yards and 4 touchdowns, 147.2 passer rating. Bet you wish your Bears had a quarterback like that.
It's been 100 years.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Adams was sensational. Yeah, the crowd loved that. In finishing with 10 catches, 173 yards, and on 12 targets. Packers offense also got a boost with the return of our friend, running back Aaron Jones, Showtime. He had 29 total yards on 20 touches. The defense, meanwhile, produced a pair of turnovers, which the Packers turned into 10 points. Green Bay now tied with Seattle and New Orleans at 6-2 atop the NFC standings. That's 6 in the wagon, Ricardo. 8
How many lagging?
Still 8 lagging. Half a season to go. So, hey, look who's back. Happy Vince. We like it when Happy Vince is here. There's a round of applause. Much better that way. And he loves it. You know who else is back? Our co-host after a 1-week break. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, Allen Lazard. He's out there somewhere. There he is. We'll get him up on the virtual screen in a second. Hey, it's defense week tonight for the first time this season. Check out who's hanging out with Allen tonight. It is Green Bay Packers cornerback, Chandon Sullivan. He's out there as well. There he is, giving the peace sign. Not to you, Ricardo. He doesn't like you.
He loves me.
He doesn't like you already, I can tell. He'd like to tackle you. So, you're handling things.
Yeah.
You're handling the chat. It's an interactive show, even though it's virtual, right?
Yeah, it is. We invite your comments, your questions throughout the live chat. That can be found online next to our video viewer. I am monitoring the chat this week. Jake, our guy, usually is on vacation this week.
It's a skeleton crew today.
Yes, it is. But, Brett, we'll try to relay those comments and questions over to you.
Yes, let's tell everybody how this works. Hashtag is Clubhouse, so use that if you're tweeting questions. I'm at PC Bretzi. He's at PC Ricardo. Allen is at Allen Lazard. And Chandon is at Showtime Sully 10. And by the way, give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. We can't show it, but it is here. I have the Bears welcome Matt back onto the stage here,
They're
Ricardo.
They're going to be party poopers, my friend.
I'll stomp my feet all over that for everybody, especially our friend Mean Gene. Let's get our co-host onto the virtual screen. He's in his third NFL season, almost all with the Packers.
Almost all.
He catches passes. He makes plays. He stiff arms defenders. He scores touchdowns. And he will be breaking news tonight, Ricardo, when he tells us that he'll be back on the field for Sunday's game against the Jags, right? He's going to do that. Well, we'll see what he can tell us. Maybe he can't tell us anything.
You just broke the news already.
Well, I'm breaking fake news, apparently. Okay. No, I don't want to say those two words either. Let's get him on the stage. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, Allen, the Lizard, Lazard.
Hey, how we doing?
Good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, good to see you guys, too. It's been
How are things?
Some time.
Yeah.
Doing well. I'm doing
good.
Very well. Having this past few days, it was kind of relaxing, especially coming off the win Thursday night, to be able to attack this next week and get moving towards the second half of the season.
Second half of the season already. Before we get going, Alan, be sure, I just want to tell our virtual fans to stick around for the end of the show when I'll announce this week's keyword in our Allen Lazard signed canvas print giveaway. Ooh. I've got it right here. So we're doing keywords from now through the end of the season. And I'll also be announcing details on how to nominate that special Packers backer in your life for the Packers Fan Hall of Fame. We're a sponsor of that, Ricardo, so some things to look forward to. So, Alan, long time no see. Welcome back. And I'm sure you checked out last week's show, right? You're a regular now. You were camped out in front of the big screen with the HDMI cable plugged in, right? Please tell us you watched the show and that you cared about us while you were gone.
Well, to be honest, being a short week and not really knowing what the future held, I was cramming, really, kind of being with everyone on the team, trying to get prepared for the week that lied ahead of us, being a short week and everything. So I was honestly pretty dug into the game plan. And even though I didn't end up playing, I think it was a good repetition to get back into that feeling again, and then doing whatever I can to help the other guys as well.
He's getting ready, Ricardo.
That's right.
Pretty soon I'm going to ask the question everybody wants to know. But, Alan, I've never done this with you this season, but it's your show. And you can see it. It says Clubhouse Live with Allen Lazard. There's your jersey. What do you want to talk about? You pick the first topic tonight.
The first topic. We can talk. I think I would like to address it.
Okay. The elephant in the room. Do you
Yes.
have breaking news, Rosie? He doesn't have it. Maybe there's no breaking news.
Good. You give us a breaking news, Alan. Don't let Brett do it again. Brett the usurper here.
Well, I can't predict the future. Never claimed to, but I will say that I'm feeling great right now, and I'm preparing to go out there and attack this week, just like as if I were to play. So, just like any other week, at the end of the day, Goody gets to decide the lineup that goes out there. So, we'll see come Sunday, but I'm definitely preparing to go out there and be back out with my boys and have fun in Lambeau.
So he's playing.
Well,
That's
it's up to the general manager. Brian Gutekunst's a huge fan of the show, by the way.
Yes,
so he's
fan.
watching tonight, and
Goody.
that we're kind of appealing to the general manager to get number 13 back on the field. So you feel good. So you're attacking the week like it's go time, just waiting for that final green. What is it going to take to get the final green light? What final hurdle do you have to clear?
I think it's just an agreement from Goody, the coaches, the training staff, and just everyone, and myself, just being comfortable where I am and with my recovery and everything, and making sure that I go out there and if I do go out there, I'm able to be healthy and be able to contribute the best way I can. So as long as that's I think those boxes are checked off, we should be good.
Excellent. Looking forward to it. I know our fans. Hey, that should be, I think, a round of applause from our virtual crowd.
Rosie.
They're excited, right? Excited for a return to the field. And there it is. A delayed reaction. Well, we'll see. I'm just curious, what does Allen Lazard do over the weekend when it's 70 degrees and sunshine in November in northeast Wisconsin? It's like summer weather right now. Are you kind of kicking back and hanging outside, doing some yard work, or what are you doing, Alan, to kill the time?
Not yard work, but I did spend a lot of time outside this weekend. Like you said, it was beautiful, and spending one season here in Green Bay, I know what what lies ahead of us in these next few weeks and months. So I tried to soak up as much sun as I could this weekend. I went on a few walks and went to a park, shot some hoops. I don't want to disclose the information in case I want to go back there, so it's still nice the rest of the week.
By the way, I'm still waiting.
I really enjoyed this weekend.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And remember last year I had that bet with Aaron Jones that I could beat him in a basketball shooting contest. He was afraid to take me on, clearly.
I don't remember this.
Alan, when COVID finally clears, I will take you on and I will beat you. I will beat you in a basketball shooting contest.
Are we putting someone on the line for this? Or is this just like a friendly competition?
Well, I don't make as much as you, so I don't think we can put too much on the line.
He'll put up his Toyota Tacoma.
I mean, we can do something small here or there. It don't have to be anything crazy. But we gotta be working for something. I gotta make sure that I can hold something against you to know that I beat you.
Well, we'll figure it out. But I don't want to play an actual game of basketball because
he
you'll
means
kill me.
Shooting contest.
Unguarded, the most unathletic contest you can have. Not one-on-one. Are you crazy?
We're just
I'm not.
We're shooting at the gym at the church right now. The double ring.
We'll find a gym. And we'll live stream it. So we'll figure it out. So let's talk a little football. 6-2, Allen, at the halfway point of the season. You're coming off this mini bye. It's a little bit of a breather. So it's a good time to reflect on the state of the Green Bay Packers with 8 still to go. So as I said, you're tied atop the NFC. So I guess how would you assess how the season's going so far? What do you like, and how do you see this playing out?
Yeah, I mean, I think this season obviously has been very crazy from multiple standpoints, on and off the field with everything. Even this past week, kind of having to deal with the COVID issues that we had on both sides, us and then San Francisco as well. And then trying to prepare on a short week, it's just the different challenges that this year has created. I think it just shows a lot of resilience out of the people in this organization to still be able to come through. And the fact that, we're still on top of the NFC, I think just really shows really how much time and effort and how much these people in this building care about each other. And when we go out there and seek that one goal, we can do anything.
I'm glad you brought up the COVID issue. I'm not going to ask you specifically on that, but there's always, you have to adjust and adapt in any NFL season, primarily just because there are ups and downs and there are injuries. But now you throw COVID into the mix as well. So being able to adjust and adapt is even more imperative this season, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This season's caused so many different nuances that we've had to interpret into our daily lives. Just getting tested every single day, of just that being a part of your daily morning regimen before you even get to eat breakfast, you gotta get tested. So it's just kind of funny, just the different things that we go through. But they're just being they're more normalized now that we're more into the season, kind of getting used to it, and I think kind of getting to that comfortable stage of this is what our schedule is going to look like, especially knowing that we have 8 straight weeks, every game being on a Sunday, I believe. Kind of be able to get in that schedule and do a routine so we can be able to attack the second half of the season.
Yeah, get back into that rhythm. It's kind of nice to have those Monday nighters and Thursday nighters out of the way. I'm just curious, what's Matt LaFleur's message to the team when it comes to the added pressure and stress of playing through a pandemic, and that has touched your team recently and likely will affect every team at some point, Ricardo, right, throughout the season. So what has he been saying to the team to kind of keep you guys on the right path?
I think just being in the NFL, you have to be ready for your opportunity to be called at any moment. So, with the COVID stuff, you really have to be even more prepared, whether you're a practice squad guy, starter, whatever it is. So I think, what Coach LaFleur preaches a lot is just making sure that we're all preparing the same amount. Even that if you're a starter or you're a practice squad guy, you never know when the opportunity is going to come. And when it does come, we're going to need you as a team to be able to step in those moments. So we hold the same standard and expectation for everyone, and that's resembled throughout the entire building.
Getting back to the on-the-field stuff, I'm just wondering, in your opinion, what has to happen, or what do you want to see happen that will lift the team to an even higher level now as you make this playoff push with these last 8 games?
Yeah, I think we just got to be able to get into a rhythm on both sides of the ball. Offense has played really very well, defense has played very well some games, and conversely as well. So I think being able to just get into getting back healthy, obviously me being back out there will be exciting for me, but I think it'll be a huge help to the team as well as some other guys that have been out for a little bit. Getting Aaron Jones back out there was huge for our team. You see the second play of the game, he just makes an unbelievable run. So getting a healthy team and be able to make this playoff push I think will be huge for us.
Yeah, I actually have that as our final note to talk about. You just touched on it, but I mentioned Aaron Jones is back. You're going to be coming back. David Bakhtiari, hopefully the left tackle. So essentially, you're going to be full strength. I would think that the prospects of the offense really taking off now with everybody back and healthy that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that the first 2-3 weeks of the season when we were all out there making some noise at every skill position. I think we're clicking on all cylinders. At some point, it really felt like we were just out there at practice. But be able to have those guys out there, the leadership from those guys as well, and it's just the comfortability. When you get out there and you see Aaron Jones, you see Aaron Rodgers, David, Davante, Billy, Corey, all those guys, Sadie's, and go on. Bobby, of course, my Steve's bro.
Bobby.
But just seeing those guys out there, yes, Tunyon, Robert Tunyon.
Yes.
Just seeing those guys out there, just gives you that even though more confidence, and knowing that you don't want to let those guys down is going to raise your level of play as well.
One more thing to come up, but Ricardo, I wish Robert Tunyon would have broke that news on the show. That would have been huge news that we could have broke. That it's not Tunyon that he let everybody say. Tunyon.
It's like Funyun, the delicious, tasty snack.
No, those are gross.
Oh, okay.
But a ton better.
Yeah.
There you go. I see you. Hey, last thing, you did you mentioned Davante Adams. We've talked about him quite a bit on this show. I don't know what more there is to say other than that he is the best wide receiver in the NFL, or certainly one of them. But
top 2, not 2.
Yeah,
that's what I think of him as.
What does that mean, by the way? Top 2, not 2.
I think it came from like a Drake song. Top 2, not 2. So if I say I'm top 2 and I'm not 2, that only leaves one number left.
Well, let me tell you something, Alan. Brett's a huge fan of Drake.
Yeah, once you said that, I was like, okay, I'm out of this conversation.
Oh, okay, I feel you. But yeah, so with me saying that top 2, not 2, is just really kind of solidifying and reaping praise on just Davante and the level that his game is at right now in his career, and really where it's been at arguably the past 4 years or so, what he's done to the league, especially in this division, Ricardo, has been significant. So I just think what he's doing, and because I'm able to work with him on a day-to-day basis, so I'm able to interact with him. I've seen him do things I've never seen another human be able to do. Really makes me appreciate his game, and seeing the work that he puts in for it, and knowing how much he cares, and his mindset going in every single game. And it's been so infectious on me and the development on my growth on and off the field, but also the guys in our room and really throughout the entire locker room.
Yeah, playing at an incredibly high level right now. It's we'll talk about him in a second. We got our stat pack coming up, but I actually wanted to use Davante Adams to talk about another guy in your receivers room, MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
He's a friend of the show.
He's been on the show. 2 catches, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 catches and 2 touchdowns against the Niners. Scores of 52 yards and 1 yard. There he is, celebrating a score. Allen, he's had his ups and downs. We all have seen that. But what have you seen in his growth that leads you to believe that he's, as Adams said, quote, getting there in elevating himself into a consistent big play guy?
Yeah, I think, it's really just getting those reps. People don't understand how hard it is to catch a football sometimes, or, just guys like Davante or, other guys throughout the league. I like to think of myself, just make it look so easy. And what a lot of people forget is that, we're doing something that's very, very difficult, especially Marquez. He gets a lot of the deep balls, and, those aren't hard, especially if you get a bad coverage. The Aaron gets out of the pocket. It's a different angle than what you're expecting. and whatnot. So there's so much that really goes into each play, honestly. But Marquez, I think he's been improving every single week, really since last year as well. Just to be able to see him kind of come into his own. And what a lot of people don't notice as well is that Aaron only gets one ball to throw. So just because someone's open or he thinks he's open and it's incompletion doesn't mean someone else wasn't open, So just because someone only has two targets or 4 or 5 targets doesn't mean that they were having a bad game. They didn't have any catches. It's just, the ball just wasn't coming their way that game. So that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Life as a wide out end. You just got to be able to capitalize on their opportunities, and I think he's been improving on that vastly, this year, and I'm expecting him, and we hold him to a high standard as well in our room to go out there and make those plays because we need him.
What do you mean it's hard to catch a football? It's easy on Madden. It's easy in the video games.
Okay.
You kidding me? What are you talking about? I mean, that's easy
Just
stuff.
hit Y.
Yeah.
hit
hit
Y,
Y.
triangle, whatever it is.
You get all these armchair
pretty-
GMs, out there at fantasy football and video games, thinking that don't realize what you guys are doing is real life. All right.
Yeah, it's tough.
Let's do this, Alan. Let's take a timeout and let's do our stat pack before we get Chandon onto our virtual stage. I've got a couple good stats tonight, guys. The first is according to the Elias Sports Bureau. Aaron Rodgers, over his last 40 games, has a 75-8 touchdown to interception ratio. Wow, that's a ratio that has never been matched by any player in NFL history. Rodgers is on pace this season to throw for over 4,500 yards, 48 touchdowns, and just 4 interceptions. That's crazy. His completion percentage is 68%, and his 117.5 passer rating is tops in the league and would be the second highest single-season rating of his Hall of Fame career if that were to hold up. Ricardo, what do you think about that?
That's
MVP.
impressive. Well, he's
Yes.
in the running.
He's definitely in the running for sure. And here's a second stat, and this is according to ESPN Stats and Information. Davante Adams, we were just talking about him, the first player since Randy Moss, there's a Hall of Famer, back in 2007, to have at least 600 receiving yards and at least 8 receiving touchdowns through the first 6 games he has played in a season. Adams so far in the season, 53 receptions, 675 yards, 8 receiving touchdowns, which is tied for the second most in the league, and that's through 6 games. He hasn't played the full 8 games. Incredible stuff, good stats tonight. Alan, are we ready to get your guest on to our virtual stage?
Absolutely.
The Lizard says yes, so that means it's time for Chandon Sullivan's long introduction. Hold up, everybody. Our guest tonight is in his 3rd NFL season and his 2nd with the Packers. He originally signed with the Eagles as an undrafted free agent in 2018 before signing with the Packers in 2019. Our guest tonight has appeared in all 8 games, I should say, so far this season. Has 14 tackles, including 10 solo stops, with 3 pass. Here I go again with that echo. 3 pass breakups and 1 pick six. Remember that? A 7-yard score in the Packers' 42-21 Week 2 victory over the Lions. Our guest tonight saw action in all 16 regular season games for the Packers last year, finishing with 26 tackles, 8 pass breakups, a forced fumble, and 1 interception. Our guest tonight starred collegiately at Georgia State.
Georgia State.
Yeah, where he appeared in a school record 49 games, every possible game in which he could play. And he ended up being named All Sun Belt Conference 3 times. I'm not done. Our guest tonight was an excellent student during his college days, so much so that he was a finalist for the National Football Foundation's William V. Campbell Trophy, which is given to the nation's top football scholar athlete in all divisions. Our guest tonight nearly helped take down the Badgers, but he
Almost.
didn't. It didn't happen. Didn't happen, Badger fans. Our guest tonight was recently inducted into his high school's Hall of Fame, and our guest tonight majored in, get this, everybody, journalism. Journalism. Unbelievable. How about a Clubhouse Live virtual welcome for Green Bay Packers cornerback, number 39, Chandon Sullivan.
What's going on, everybody?
There he is. Ooh, I like the music selection tonight, Rosie. Upbeat. There's Chandon. He is on the virtual screen. How about a round of applause for Chandon being here tonight, Rosie? There it is.
There we go. Attaboy, Rosie.
Welcome to the show, Chandon. But because this is Allen's show and you are Allen's guest, Allen insists on asking the first question of the night.
Sully, if I were to go to Atlanta, where you from? Where would you guide me to be the best recommended food spot to go to? If I just got off the plane, first place I'm going to, where is it? And what are we eating?
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna keep it PG. But you gotta go to Magic City. Go to the strip club and get the chicken wings, bro. I'm telling you.
The Lil Will special?
Yes, sir.
The Magic Stick.
All right,
See, I thought he was going to say something like Zaxby's or something, but no, it's the Magic Stick.
Oh no, Magic City. Yes, sir.
Oh, Magic City. Okay.
Okay, family show.
Oh, yeah.
Let's shift directions. Let's clean this up. That's never been said before. Strip club has never been brought up on Clubhouse Live. You imagine what Mean Gene would be saying right now? He'd be going bananas.
I mean,
went
he
over his
answered
head.
my question truthfully. That's something I appreciate about Sully. He's an honest, truthful person. I asked him, where's the best food? And he told me.
It's true.
If there's anything, it's on me.
Hey.
And a heck of a view.
All right. This show's getting a little out of hand here. There's the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
My wife is watching this tonight, and I have a lot of explaining to do when I come home tonight suddenly. I feel real guilty, and I haven't done anything wrong.
They're just helping young college students who paid their tuition.
Chandon, back to the script, Ricardo. Who is the real Showtime on the Packers? Is it you?
Oh.
Or is it Aaron Jones? Who is it?
Ooh. See, Aaron spells his, T-Y-M-E. Mine is T-I-M-E. But recently I dropped the time and it's just show, that's what my friends and my teammates from college call me back when I'm back home. So
Okay.
he can have a Showtime.
Okay.
Show. We already have Showtime with a Y. Allen, do you have a thought on that? Who's the Showtime? Who was the real Showtime?
Aaron Showtime and Sully is Sully, Soul, or Show?
Sully, Soul, or Show. There we go.
Yeah.
I like show.
Yeah. They call me, what do they call
Creep.
me? Swaggy B.
No,
I
they
think
don't.
that's what Jamal Williams
They
called
call him
me.
the
Swaggy
creep
B.
because he's weird.
Swaggy B. I got a lot of swag. What do you guys think?
Easy B, I thought it was.
Busy. Yeah.
Busy bee. There we go. Chandon, let's just get this out of the way right now. You majored in journalism.
Journalism.
What is wrong with you? Journalism?
That's
Journalism.
what I love to do, man. Yes, sir.
Let me just tell you something, Chandon. You can make a lot more money playing professional
Yes.
football than you can being a journalist. So keep playing football for a long time.
I'll do it as long as I can. You got my word.
Hey, what's the future? What do you want to do something with journalism with your degree once the football's over though?
Oh yeah, of course. I would love to be arguing with like Stephen A. Smith one day. I'll be up there with Shannon. That's one of my other goals I have. So, but I'm gonna ride this football thing as long as I can. Hopefully, I have a long career, and after that, I make my transition. Hopefully to ESPN. So
there we go.
Yeah.
Why not Clubhouse Live? We can kick Ricardo off and
What?
get you on the stage.
No.
Get some real talk up
I'm
here.
the soul of this show, baby.
He has no words for you.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of athletes that have made that transition into the journalism world. You see it all over. He has a good shot.
Absolutely. Definitely. Just stay away from Clubhouse. We need our jobs for at least another 20 years. Then I can retire.
okay,
Thank you.
got my word.
Chandon, September 17th, 2016.
Here we go.
Wisconsin, Georgia State at historic Camp Randall Stadium. Now, to get this, guys, your interception against Alex Hornibrook, the Badgers quarterback, early in the fourth quarter, led to a Georgia State score that gave you guys a 17-13 lead
Yes.
over the 9-ranked Wisconsin Badgers.
Upset alert.
But the Badgers ended up winning 23-17 and ended up winning in the Cotton Bowl. Had a great season. Chandon, why didn't you close it out? You had a chance to knock
Big
down
upset.
Bucky.
We just didn't take advantage of our opportunities late. they made more plays than we were able to, but we definitely made it interesting. And I thought we was going to do it. I thought we was going to have our first, major victory in our, our small 10-year football program history. But, it was fun.
No,
he had all the Badger fans sweating that out, though.
I do remember that game, too. Badger fans. And, of course, they took to talk radio after the show, the post game, and just ripped the Badgers, how bad they are. And they ended up going to win the Cotton Bowl. But I wanted to ask you, Chandon, were you one of those opponents that when the jump around started to open the fourth quarter, were you doing a little dancing on the sideline, little jumping around too, like you see the opponents typically do? Were you taking part in that?
Not really. I play corner, so I got to stay locked in the whole game because any play could be the worst play of my career. So, I just pretty much stay even kill the whole time.
Wow,
very good.
That's
serious.
Serious,
focused, and that's why he is where he is right now. Hey, by the way, let's talk this. Last month, you were inducted into your high school Hall of Fame at Winder Barrow High School. Am I saying that correctly?
Winder Barrow High School.
Winder. I'm sorry. Winder Barrow. Is that Winder, Georgia?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Yep. It's near Athens, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Not too far, anyway.
Probably about 30 minutes from Athens. It's closer to like Gwinnett area. So
okay.
Gwinnett County. Okay,
sure.
Cool.
So now you attended virtually, if I was reading that correctly, and you had family there to accept your award on your behalf. But how cool was that? I mean, what an honor to be recognized by really the people that matter the most in your lives, your hometown, your home school.
Oh, exactly. It was an honor to be, inducted into the Hall of Fame. Due to COVID restrictions, I wasn't able to, go there, but my family was there, and accepting my award on my behalf. But, it's definitely a blessing, and I'm just happy, my hometown recognizes, all the accomplishments I've had so far. So,
excellent. Well, congratulations on that. Alan, when are we going to get you inducted into the Urbandale High School Hall of Fame? And by the way, Chandon, I don't know if you know this, but Alan, during a sophomore year, set a national record. Or was it tied a national record? Or was it set? 3 interception returns for a score in a single quarter.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It wasn't I don't think it was a single quarter. I think it was 3.5, 2 1/4. So I think I tied both.
Okay.
Both national records for that. But then some other kid from Iowa, small town, did it exactly the next week.
Oh, really?
So there's like 8 or 9 of us out there, I guess, that have just had 3 pick sixes and a half.
That's crazy.
And, we all share that record. Yeah.
When are you going to get into your school's Hall of Fame? We've got to make this happen. Maybe we start the campaign right
let's
now.
do it. Signatures.
What's it going to take?
We should. We definitely. I'm actually, with ATT, I'm reaching out to Urbandale High School, and that's really where I'm going to start my whole campaign and launching my brand with. So hopefully that'll be able to give me a little bit extra push and nudge into the door of the Hall of Fame there.
Yes. Well, Coach Anderson was a friend of the show now, surprised Alan with a video question. Maybe we can bug him a little bit here, too. Allen Lazard, you've gone against Chandon in practice, I'm guessing. Tell us about his game. What do you like about him and why he has become a key piece of that Packers secondary?
Yeah. Honestly, I think I when I look at Sully, I kind of resemble myself a little bit of, he's me on the other side of the ball, what he's done and where he's been out through his entire career and what he's been able to do. It's been very inspiring and someone I think is a huge asset to our defense and our team. But, I think what Sully does very well is, he's really smart, intricate, and I think his technique is very great. He plays in the slot, which is probably the hard, I'll let him kind of dissect that. But I think that playing in the slot really is probably the hardest place for a DB because there's so many releases, so much room to get lost, essentially, and for the receiver to go. So, and you got to play the run as well. So, his job isn't taken lightly at all. And I think he does it to one of the best in the league right now, especially for what he's been doing.
Good stuff. Well, yeah, Chandon, that's a good segue. Explain the slot versus covering outside. What are the challenges of going inside and doing what you got to do?
Definitely, when you playing slot corner, you got to be a little bit of a linebacker, a corner, a safety all in one. Any play I can have a run gap, as well as having to check, the top slot receiver on their team or whoever their go-to guys in the slot. So with playing slot corner, you have to know your angles, you have to know where your help is because it's a lot of space, and it's almost impossible to guard the receivers as is. So you just want to know where your help is at, and just make it hard for the quarterback.
So I just asked Allen a little bit about you. I'll ask you a little bit about Allen. I'll put you on the spot and talk about our co-host, but you've gone against him. So what makes him such a tough cover? And let's say you guys are going one-on-one. Who's winning that battle?
I mean, you ask him, he's gonna say him. You ask me, I'm gonna say myself. But what makes Allen so special is it's a rare combination of speed, body control, and size. So it's like anytime he lines up in the slot, I know I got my hands full. And he has like great strong hands. He's able to box defenders out, and he just continues to improve. And I'm just excited to see where he's going to be at in the next few games.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of fans are going to be excited to see where the defense goes here now in the final 8 games. So let's talk a little bit about what's been going on that side of the football. I asked Allen this about the offense, so I'll ask you to assess the defense now at the midway point. You're ranked, I got the stats here, 11th overall, 13th against the pass, 12th against the run. So what do you like and what needs to improve as you look ahead to the second half of the season when it comes to the Packers defense?
Yeah, well, I'm just excited to, get some of our key guys back. We're getting back healthy, and it's going to be exciting the last 8 games of the season. But we just got to get back to, what we were doing last year, continue to put pressure on the quarterback with the Smith Bros and, Rashawn Gary and Kiki. And on the back end, we got to continue to force turnovers. I feel like we got one of the best young secondaries in the in the whole NFL. And I said this in the preseason, and I'm gonna stand on it. So we just got to get back to our identity and just continue to make plays. And get the ball back to 12 in the offense because we know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, absolutely. Put up points. You really locked down on defense, and it looks like an unstoppable team at a lot of times. Zadarius Smith, one of the leaders on the defensive side, had this to say about the defense after Thursday's game. Quote, "We've got a bunch of young guys and a bunch of new guys on defense, but for the opportunity for us to come together and keep doing what we're doing on this team, we're going to be a great defensive unit," end quote. So I'm guessing you agree with that, and maybe Chandon, has it been a work in progress in getting the young guys and some of the new faces more incorporated and comfortable in what Mike Pettin wants to run so that you guys can react and not think so much?
Of course, like I said, getting everybody back healthy and having all our starters, it's going to be a lot easier as the season progresses. But it's simple, at the end of the day, we got to just do our jobs, not try to force a play, just do what we're coached to do. And, the plays and interceptions, the sacks, the forced fumbles, they all will come. So, we just got to continue to stay patient, just trust in the scheme.
Let's talk. You mentioned force. I think, do you have a copy of my script? You're just going like an exact order of how we're laying this thing out. It's incredible. But you mentioned fumbles, so let's talk about the takeaways. 6 takeaways so far this season, 3 interceptions, 3 fumbles. How do you create turn? Because you hear some of the outsiders saying that they need to create more turnovers, but that seems like that's easier said than done. So how do you go about creating more turnovers in the games to come?
You just have to emphasize it and practice it in practice. We have tackling circuits, we have turnover circuits. That's gonna practice, doing it in practice. So when you get in the game, you're doing the same thing. And, we've been trying, we haven't had as many as we did last year, but they will come. Turnovers come in bunches, interceptions come in bunches. So it just goes back to trusting our technique, trusting the scheme, and not getting too impatient, so.
It is an odd thing, Ricardo, isn't it, that when the turnovers do happen, they do come in bunches. I think there's a lot to be said for that. There's a lot of truth to that. Speaking of turnovers, Chandon, let's talk about one big turnover you had this season, the pick 6, right? We'll just call it Chandon's pick 6, the 7-yard score, Week 2, Detroit Lions. Your first career touchdown and your first career Lambeau leap. There it is. Look at that. That's worth a virtual round of applause, the Lambeau leap. Look at Chandon there celebrating. How good did that feel? Man, you jumped that route. I bet you your eyes were as wide as saucers, and you saw nothing but green grass and a short touchdown dive, actually, into the end zone. But take us through that pick 6.
We was in a fire zone coverage. We was able to get great pressure on the quarterback. Rashawn Gary, he was able to get in Matthew Stafford's face, and he made a throw, and I was just able to, jump the route and, roll into the end zone. It wasn't pretty, but it counted. So.
Did you get to keep the football?
Oh yeah, I got it. We got it in our turnover.
There you
so
go.
I'll get it after the season. My mom will get it after the season. Put it there.
So there he is, diving into the end zone. Good look, good photo from our photo staff there at USA Today Network, Wisconsin. Good look at number 39. A couple more things, and then it's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. Get ready, Alan. You're on a winning streak here. Got to keep it going. But Chandon, Alan kind of mentioned it. He sees him in you. You're an undrafted guy, signed by the Eagles, and then released by the Eagles, signed by the Packers, and now you're making a name for yourself. So how did you make it happen? Especially, at least in what I was reading, you were kind of caught blindsided by being let go by Philadelphia. So how did you kind of take maybe that disappointment and turn it into a positive and end up doing good stuff in Green Bay?
It was definitely disappointing. Caught me and my agents by surprise, but I feel like it was a blessing in disguise. Green Bay gave me an opportunity. Since day one, I was able to show my versatility, and they trusted in me, and I feel like it's paying off. And like with Allen's situation, a couple of undrafted guys, new to second team, just hungry to get on the field. Each year, each game, each day, we just continue to improve, and we always had that chip on our shoulder because it was so many teams and coaches and scouts that didn't believe we belong in the league, and I can honestly feel like we're proving everybody wrong. So
they are. Packers always been really good with the undrafted guys. So much production from. I guess it really doesn't matter, right, Alan? Where you're picked or not picked, as long as you get your chance and take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just it's really about just getting the opportunity. People don't think outside of the NFL really realize how minimal the opportunity is, even if you are already in the building. It's hard to kind of be able to go out there and be able to showcase yourself and be able to put your best talent, best foot forward.
All right, last thing for Chandon, and then you're off the hot seat because I know these are like questions you'd find on 60 Minutes. Really tough, hard-hitting questions here. But your versatility, as you mentioned, again, following the script, Ricardo, has been a huge asset, of course, in the secondary. Much has been made of that. But how much did you learn from being around a guy like the veteran last year, Tramon Williams? What did you pick up from Tramon that has helped you elevate your game?
Everything. How to take care of your body, how to take notes. I know it sounds crazy, but just how to write notes efficiently, how to watch film, and just learning how to deal with life outside of football. Just keeping your mental health good, and just so many things I learned from him, and I just try to imitate my game, and just I'm thankful to have somebody still in my corner that I can talk to and just ask questions. So I owe him a lot for that.
A long-time fan favorite, Tramon Williams. So, hey, how about a round of applause, Rosie, from our virtual crowd? Great discussion so far, but now it's going to get nasty. It's competition time.
Here we go.
Rosie, we need some music because it is time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. There's the challenge flag. Here we go. There's the music. Good game show music tonight. Look at Alan dancing again. I'll do that again.
Very nice. It's
Why
like
not?
The Price is Right.
Speaking of which, sad to see Alex Trebek pass away, the great Jeopardy game show host. That was sad to see. He'll be missed for sure. So, let's do this, guys. It's another game of How Well Do You Know? Chandon, this is how it works. I'm going to ask you guys 5 questions. They each pertain to the same category. If you think you know the answer, you used to be able to ring the bell. But it's virtual this year.
Virtual.
So we have to go raise your hand and yell ding. We want to hear the bell from you guys. If you think you know the answer, give it a shot. Every correct answer is worth 1 point. Ricardo will keep track.
Yep, I got it.
And then at the end of those 5 questions, there's a bonus question of a point total that I'll determine to make sure Alan wins the game. Okay? We want him to win the game. It's his show.
His show.
So, your virtual playing partners tonight. Allen Lazard, you are playing for Katie Sunderman. So say hello to Katie.
Katie Sunderman, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get this hot streak rolling.
Yes, 2 straight wins for Allen Lazard. And Chandon, your virtual playing partner is Ryan Delro. So we want to say hi to Ryan, please.
What's going on, Ryan?
Okay.
All right. These are the prizes.
I like these.
Some great prizes again. Just like last week, the winner wins this blanket, this Aaron Rodgers blanket. You get to cuddle up with the quarterback.
Yeah.
The MVP quarterback. You get to wrap yourself all around him. It's going to get cold again here pretty soon.
Very soon.
So that is a great prize. Oh, this is a great runner-up prize,
man,
though.
look at this.
Look at this. A USA Today Network Wisconsin fanny pack.
Yes.
Huh? You can store a lot of good stuff in there. You know, your mobile device and gum and keys, whatever you want to put in there.
Your man card.
Yes. So those are 2 great prizes, but I'm sure they all want the Aaron Rodgers blanket. So tonight's category, of course, guys, we went through a very hotly contested election last Tuesday, so I thought, why not make this category today? How well do you know the United States of America? The good old U.S. of A.
U.S. and A.
Right? The United States. Everybody knows the United States. We live here for heaven's sakes. You guys feeling confident?
We'll see. We'll see how relevant you keep it.
All right.
2000s, 2010s. Is it the whole history of the United States?
Yes.
Like,
recite the entire Declaration
Yes,
of Independence.
word for word.
Who knows it?
No.
Okay. Here we go. Remember, hand raise and ding. Trivia question number 1. How many stars are on the U.S. flag?
Ding.
Allen put his hand up.
Allen Lazard, yes.
50.
Yes.
Yes.
He gets the bell. Ricardo, score.
1-0, Allen.
1-0 Allen.
Oh.
50 stars for 50
Huge.
states.
Huge.
The nifty 50 United States. And that takes me to trivia question number 2. If listing all 50 states alphabetically, which state comes first?
Ding.
Yes, Allen.
Alabama.
Oh, you got it just in the nick
just in
of time.
time.
Ricardo, score.
2-0, Allen.
2-0 Allen. Alabama.
Yeah, but Chandon, did
I
you know
thought
that?
Alaska for a second. Alaska, like,
No, I did.
crossed my mind.
Okay.
It took me a second. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, oh, Alabama.
I actually in grade school had to learn that alphabetically with
Okay.
a song. So here we go. 2-0 Allen Lazard. Chandon, plenty of time. Relax. It's okay.
good.
Trivia question number
Okay.
3. What colors represent the Democratic and Republican parties?
Ding.
Yeah. Oh, Allen. Here
just
we
in
go.
time.
Oh man. No.
Red. Red is Republican, blue is Democrat.
Wow. Here we go. Ricardo.
3-0,
score.
Allen. 3-0, Allen.
Democrat.
Hey,
blue.
I will say, I probably couldn't have told you that 4 months ago.
Oh.
Learning, yes. But we saw plenty of red and blue on the map last.
Yeah.
How about the animals? It's donkey for Democrats, elephants for Republicans, I think, too. 3-0 Allen Lazard. Trivia question number 4. What president appears on a $5 bill?
Yeah, Allen rich now, so he probably don't know.
All right, Allen.
No.
Allen, go.
I really regret this.
I don't even remember.
I was gonna say Andrew Jackson, but that's the 20.
Are you gonna say Andrew Jackson?
On the
Is it not
five?
Lincoln?
Oh, ding. Is it?
Oh.
Ding.
Okay, we'll give it Chandon.
Chandon.
Ah, he already said it. You said the answer. It's Lincoln.
Yes, Lincoln, but
Yeah.
we'll give it because,
We'll give it to
because Allen
Chandon.
Lazard did say Andrew Jackson.
Yeah,
So he
you
was
can't
kinda-
be saying names.
He was kind of changing his answer through the answer. And our accounting firm that's watching this very carefully
Very carefully.
was going to hold my feet to the fire if I don't call these guys out.
Brett, 3-1, Allen.
We'll give it to Chandon. 3-1 Allen. Trivia question number 5. What does DC stand for in Washington, D.C.?
Ding.
Ding.
Yes,
Oh,
Allen.
District of Columbia.
Yes,
Yes.
he is rolling right now.
It's 4-1, Allen.
4-1 Allen. Bonus question
4
time.
points. Worth
but
4 points.
But Chandon, the challenge here, this bonus question is worth 4 points.
So you can win it, Chandon.
You can still win it, Chandon Sullivan. Sully,
Good.
Sul, show. Here we go. There are 5 Great Lakes in the United States. Name
Oh, Lord.
3 of them. 3 of the Great Lakes.
Ding.
Allen.
Allen, here we go.
right.
He looks pained.
Stick with me now. Stick with
You
me.
got it.
Lake Michigan, of
Yep.
course. Lake
Good
Erie,
Yes.
Okay.
and then actually I can name Lake Ontario, Lake Huron, and then what's the
Yep.
last one?
That good. He's got 4 of
He's
them.
got 4, but can he do all 5?
Can you name the 5th?
What's
the
it
biggest
start with?
one.
What's
It's the biggest one, and it's north of here.
Canada.
Nope.
Not Lake Canada.
Well, he gets the bell. He gets the he wins Clubhouse Live tonight.
How about
the
Chandon?
challenge.
Does Chandon know?
Superior.
I have no idea.
What's north of here?
Superior.
Lake
yes.
Superior.
You know how you know
Superior,
that? The acronym HOMES. Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior. That's how I learned that.
Hey, Holmes.
Yes, in grade school. So, hey, Rosie, some championship music. Allen Lazard knows the United States
Wait,
of
did
America.
he win again? Is that a couple
yes,
in a
that's
row?
3 in a row now. That means Katie is going home with Aaron Rodgers tonight.
Look at that.
And that means Ryan still gets this very cool USA Today Network Wisconsin fanny pack. Hey, if you guys want this fanny pack, Alan and Chandon, I'd be happy to mail it to you. I'm sure you guys could use that as well. So congratulations to Katie. And Alan, that's a 3-game winning streak.
I know. We got to keep
He's
it
on the
going.
road.
Keep it going the rest of the season.
I like the fact that Chandon called you out on the that you're apparently more rich than he is. You have more money in your wallet than he does.
Which isn't true, though. If we want to get technical, I know that's not true.
Abraham Lincoln on the $5 bill. All right, so we're winding down. It is time for the most anticipated segment of the week. It is time to see something cool from Allen Lazard's house. What do you have tonight, Lizard?
All right. So I'll start by explaining it before, actually.
Okay.
So every week in the team room, which is now the crib, which is like a big indoor space, I guess, now, since we can't be in the team room, we put up the plays of the week: offense, defense, special teams, G's of the week, and scouting plays of the week as well. So last time I played, I was able to get the player of the game for the offense, which was the Saints game. And so I was able to get a nice picture up in the team room, and they gave it to me. So now I'm going to put it up in my house.
Oh, here we go. Will you actually install it as the show's going on? Wow. Look at that. Wow, that's huge.
Ooh,
That is something else.
it's big time.
Yeah. I wonder if Evan Siegel took that.
You might need some wall anchors for that.
Is that Marshawn Lattimore?
No, it's got Velcro. Some Velcro stickers. We'll just put it right on the wall.
Did you hear
Pretty light, actually.
Chandon's question there?
What was that?
Who was that on? Marshawn Lattimore?
You know it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Solid.
Gets a round of applause. Very nice. So let's go down if I can remember it. We've seen the lizard, the Simba, the stuffed animal, the white tiger lamp, the framed college jersey, number 5, Iowa State, your Packer helmet from your rookie season with the Packers, and now the play of the game mural. You almost have you have pretty much a shrine to yourself over there.
You know, I mean, it's some collections I've made through the years.
Oh, there we go. The fan. The
I
crowd
love
like
me
that.
some me.
Hey, that's good. It's a game of memory, so that's awesome. Well, congratulations. I have murals of myself all over my house.
Of course you
too.
do.
You know,
You're not narcissistic or anything.
not at all. Last thing, guys, let's talk about your quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, guys, is making it look easy. But, Alan, you've caught passes from him, and Chandon, I'm sure you've tried to break up passes from him in practice. Can you guys explain to the normal folk out there, like me and Ricardo and everybody else who's watching, that what he is doing is not easy at all?
Yeah, absolutely not. Really, even last year, I thought Aaron was playing at an extremely high level. And this year, he's even been able to carry off of that, which is pretty incredible, being in year 50 or so now. Just not be able to still increase. But yeah, Aaron's just from the art of throwing the football. I think he's really just developed his own technique and his own little intricacies on how he plays quarterback, because a lot of things that he does is against the grain or really not recommended from a coaching standpoint. I feel like kind of goes a little bit rogue and does his own thing, which 99% of the time is really for the betterment of the team, and it really ends up working out, which is pretty incredible. But the biggest thing that I think that makes Aaron so special is everything that really you guys don't see on TV. And it's the dissecting the defense pre-snap, getting us in the appropriate play, managing the clock. All the free plays that he's gotten through the years, scoring, getting the defense to jump off sides, 12 men on the field. He's someone that's just so detailed and really has just studied the game and all the rules and the aspects of it, and has been able to utilize it to have a successful career and put himself in a position to be very successful, to complement his amazing talent that he already has with his arm. So, for him to be doing this still in year, I think, 14, 15, playing this level, 73-8, TD to interception ratio is unreal and unbelievable, but it pays dividend to see the work that he puts in and understand, it doesn't come easy at all.
Good stuff. Good breakdown on Aaron. But Chandon, from a defensive standpoint, are you got to be some times when you're in awe of some of the throws you see him, whether it's in practice or when you're standing on the sideline watching the offense do its thing?
It's crazy. Every week, the defense will say, like, we're glad we don't have to face Aaron Rodgers every week. Training camp is enough. And it's crazy because a lot of the stuff he does, it looks so easy, it looks so simple. But the reality of it it might be one or two other quarterbacks in the whole NFL can do some of the things he can do. So it's just a nightmare. You take a guy who's, been in the game this long and is still very critical on himself and still, pays attention to the details, and then you match that with, his arm talent and the gifts he's been blessed with. I mean, it's crazy. And then for people not to have him, necessarily their go-to guy in the MVP conversation is crazy to me, just because the numbers speak for themselves. But, it's a long season. He'll prove the doubters wrong.
There we go.
Whoa.
Guarantee right there, Ricardo. And the Bears are coming up soon.
They
I'm
are coming up
predicting
soon.
6 touchdowns against the Chicago Bears.
We'll see what
6
happens.
TDs. Yeah, how about great show tonight, fun show tonight. Rosie, we need another virtual round of applause for Allen, the Lizard Lazard, and Chandon Sullivan. There we go. So, hey, it's time to go up north. Before we wrap up, though, with Mark Olenichik Realty. If you are buying or selling real estate in Northeast Wisconsin, contact the licensed professional realtors at Mark Olenichik Realty. Call 920-432-1007 or visit olej.com. Up north means it's time to predict, Ricardo. It's Sunday, high noon at Lambeau Field. It is Green Bay. It is Jacksonville. Speaking of this is revenge time for Allen Lazard if he gets back on the field to get back to the Jaguars, even though the Packers signed him off the practice squad.
Yes,
so
they did.
They didn't want him to go, but still, it's time to kind of make him miss him a little bit more. But who's winning the big game, Ricardo?
Come on, it's the Jaguars, man. It'll be over by halftime. But hey, I hope you have a big game though. 2 or 3 touchdowns, that'd be nice. Packers by 20.
Yo, there we go. There's a round of applause, I would think. A rare Packer pick from the Bear fan.
I do when they're going against the Jaguars.
Hey, Allen, Chandon, this is called the Victory Visor. This thing is like almost undefeated in 2 seasons. How do I look? Because I'm picking Green Bay 38, Jacksonville 17. I'm going to say 17. I'm going to knock it down. It's not even going to be a close. Jags limp into Lambeau. 7-game losing streak, and with one of the worst records in the league at 1-7. Jacksonville also has one of the worst-ranked defenses in the league and ranked near the bottom, both run and pass. Jaguars have surrendered at least 31 points in 6 of their losses. Early forecast looks very good for Sunday at Lambeau. Very good, decent weather. Not as warm, but still good. Packers undefeated this season when they score 30-plus points. That's the magic mark. And if Allen does get on the field, 9 catches, 147, 3 touchdowns for number 13. I'm putting you on the spot, Allen Lazard. How do you like that?
I love it. Let's hope I play first.
He has them down to the exact yardage, too.
I'm putting the cart in front of the horse, as they say. But 3 words, Green Bay wins big. Ricardo, Packers News app.
Yeah, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. That Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. That app is available for iPhone and Android users only.
Quickly, another thank you to our friends, Olenichik Realty. Mark Olenichik Realty would like to thank Northeast Wisconsin for 40 years of real estate success. Put their success to work for you. Call Mark Olenichik Realty at 920-432-1007 or visit olej.com. Don't forget about Mayfield Sports Marketing, a leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. And, of course, our guy, Mike Thiel of Eric Lives Here, for allowing us to use this song MVP as our intro and outro themes. Now, Allen, you weren't here last week when we unveiled this snazzy little promotion, but I'm going to hold it up, see if I can get it on camera here. Let's go this way. Look at this, huh? Who wants to win this cool 16 by 20 canvas print signed by the Lizard, Allen Lazard? Who wants to win that? Well, we're going to give it away to one lucky fan. I'll put it over here between me and Ricardo.
I got it.
At the end of the season. And here's how you can register. We will display a keyword during each episode of Clubhouse Live through our December 28th show. All you have to do is watch and collect the keywords. Fans who submit the correct list of keywords will be eligible and registered, and from there, we'll randomly select the lucky winner, which we'll announce as part of our January 4th show. By the way, we announced our first keyword during last week's show. Why don't you show that again, Rosie? That was last week's keyword, was lizard. That's an easy one, last week's keyword. So if you missed it, though, you can still check out clubhouselive.com. But this week's keyword is, show it up there, Rosie, cyclones for Iowa State. So lizard and cyclones are the first two keywords. I'm not going to give you next week. Last
no
week's
more.
keyword
Don't do
anymore.
that. Let them
we
make
weren't
them
able to
watch.
display it, but now you have to watch to get it from here on out. So there we go. What do you think, Lizard?
I think it's awesome. I was glad to be able to sign those, and can't wait to see who's able to win them.
Yes, we'll figure that out, and I know we're already getting some chatter about that on social media. And our Packers Hall of Fame promotion. There's no question the Packers have the best fans in football, but only the biggest Packers fans are considered Hall of Fame worthy. Do you know a Packers superfan? If so, go to packers.com/FHOF. And you can nominate them for the 2020 Packers Hall of Fame. Fan nominations are open now through November 30th at packers.com/FHOF. Again, USA Today Network Wisconsin is proud to sponsor that promotion for the Packers Fan Hall of Fame. So there we go. Got that all set and situated. Lizard, it's time for you, the final word.
Well, first, like always, thank you, Sully Soul, for hopping on the show today. Appreciate that. My boy, my locker mate. Can't wait to get back out there and do one-on-ones again. But everyone else, thanks for tuning in tonight. Crazy time in this world. Just make sure you tell the people that you love them, and you go out there and you spread good energy and good vibes. And I think with that, good things will come.
Well, I ain't telling Ricardo I love him.
No.
So forget that. I don't love you, Ricardo. No. We hate you.
Feelings mutual.
Except on Sunday, right? Here we go. Also, Chandon, thank you for being on the show. Alan, thank you for doing a great job. So for Sully, the Lizard, Rosie, Ricardo, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew, I'm Swaggy B. Swaggy B. Brett Christopherson signing off. Be sure to be here next Monday again at 6:30 p.m. as we celebrate a big Packers victory over the Jags with that guy in the middle of our screen. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, number 13, Allen, the Lizard, Lazard. Mean Gene, take it away.